Darkness enveloped the ancient Blackwood College, casting long shadows that seemed to whisper secrets of old. Gargoyles perched on the Gothic towers, silent sentinels to countless secrets whispered within the college's ancient stone walls. Founded in 1789, Blackwood College stood as a bastion of knowledge and, some whispered, a sanctuary for the unseen and the unknown. Generations of students had passed through its hallowed halls, leaving behind echoes of laughter, ambition, and in hushed tones fear and trepidation. The very air seemed thick with unspoken stories, tales of tragedy and terror that lingered like the scent of dust and decay in the old corridors. The old library, with its towering shelves and the musty smell of aging paper, held an especially eerie charm, drawing in the curious and the brave. A sense of watchful presence pervaded the silent reading rooms, where shadows danced in the flickering light of antique lamps, creating an atmosphere of mystery. It was here, amongst the dusty tomes and forgotten manuscripts, where the supernatural anxieties of Blackwood College seemed to coalesce, forming a palpable tension, where the veil between the real and the spectral felt thinnest, almost as if one could step through into another realm. Drawn together by a shared curiosity for the unknown, four friends found themselves captivated by Blackwood's mysteries, a place shrouded in enigmatic tales. Jake, a pragmatic history enthusiast, was sceptical, yet intrigued by the college's eerie legends and the stories that had been passed down through generations. Emily, an aspiring journalist, saw an opportunity to uncover a story that would make her career, a tale that could captivate readers far and wide. Chris, the tech whiz, approached the supernatural with a scientist's logic, determined to debunk the myths and prove the legends wrong. And then there was Sarah, sensitive and intuitive, who felt a strange pull towards the unexplained, her senses attuned to the whispers of the past that echoed through the college halls. The friends would gather in hushed tones, sharing local lore and planning their explorations, their excitement palpable in the air. Fueled by youthful bravado and a hunger for adventure, they dared to venture where others wouldn't, their laughter echoing in the desolate corridors, momentarily dispelling the oppressive silence that surrounded them. Little did they know, their pursuit of the truth would lead them down a path fraught with terror, where the line between reality and nightmare blurred into a terrifying obscurity, challenging their very perception of what was real. Blackwood College held a secret, whispered among generations of students, the sealed fourth floor of the West Wing. Long abandoned and shrouded in rumours of a tragic incident, it was strictly off-limits to everyone. But for Jake, Emily, Chris and Sarah, the forbidden floor presented an irresistible challenge, a chance to confront the darkness that clung to Blackwood's history and uncover the truth. Armed with flashlights and a sense of nervous anticipation, they embarked on a clandestine mission one cold night, their footsteps echoing in the silent building. The air grew heavy as they ascended the creaking staircase, each step amplifying their anxiety. A chill settled over them, seeping into their bones despite the layers of clothing they wore. As they stepped onto the forbidden floor, a palpable wave of dread washed over them, making their hearts race. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and a palpable sense of unseen eyes watching their every move. The silence was deafening, broken only by the sound of their own ragged breaths and the frantic thumping of their hearts echoing in the darkness. One particular night, as the friends huddled in the old library, researching the history of the sealed floor, an eerie melody drifted from the abandoned music room down the hall. Haunting and melancholic, the piano music seemed to seep into their very souls, sending shivers down their spines. Curiosity warred with fear as they cautiously approached the music room, their footsteps muffled by the thick carpet. Peeking through the dusty window-pane, they witnessed an unnerving sight. The grand piano's keys were moving, playing the same haunting melody, yet the room was empty. No living soul could be seen, yet the music continued, filling the air with a sense of profound sadness and longing. The spectral melody seemed to weave a tale of its own, a story of love lost and a spirit tethered to the mortal realm by unfinished business. Determined to unravel the mysteries of Blackwood, the friends decided to hold a séance in the old library, hoping to contact the spirits rumoured to roam its halls. With candles flickering and hands clasped, they called out into the darkness, their voices echoing in the silent room. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy that sent shivers down their spines. A sudden gust of wind extinguished the candles, plunging them into darkness. A cold presence filled the room, and they felt a shift in the atmosphere, an unsettling feeling of being surrounded by unseen entities. Then, just as suddenly as it began, the presence dissipated, leaving behind a lingering chill and a sense of profound unease. The silence was deafening, broken only by the sound of their own ragged breaths. Their curiosity now a desperate need for answers, the group decided to venture once more to the sealed fourth floor. This time, however, their journey took a terrifying turn. As they stepped into the hallway, the door slammed shut behind them, plunging them into darkness. Panic surged through their veins as they frantically rattled the doorknob, but it wouldn't budge. They were trapped. The temperature plummeted, and the air grew thick with the scent of decay and dread. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, taunting them, toying with their fear. The unseen presence from the séance returned, stronger this time, pressing in on them, threatening to consume them. Terror tightened its grip as they realized they were not alone, and whatever haunted Blackwood was no longer content to remain hidden.